I wasn't going to make a video of this, so this is starting in the middle. Partly, I'm not sure why. Please excuse me for, there's going to be a lot of talk in the beginning while I explain things. So I decided to, first of all, I wanted straw. And they said, so I thought, well, I needed oats. So I bought a bag of oats, and then I find out, well, oats can't take the cold temperatures in Kentucky in the winter because it's going to start growing in the fall. I'm planting it in the fall. I kind of didn't understand the whole mechanism of planting in the fall, but you actually want it to start growing in the fall and then grow through the winter, which I didn't really understand that part. And it's really having a warm fall. I'm not sure if you're supposed to have these kind of lilies in the fall. I don't think so. They're really going to town. It's end of October and it's very warm. So I went back and I talked to him again, and I said, back to the farm store, and I said, I bought rye. And they said, oh, rye is going to give you straw. It'll give you good straw, and it'll withstand the temperature. And I said, how much? They says 2 bags to an acre. So I bought 1 bag, so I figure half an acre. Well, I went to disc it, and I kept pacing it off, and I decided I needed an acre 70 by 70. I decided I would go 40 by 60 for a half acre. Gee, it's just a lot of land. Surprised the heck out of me. So I put down the rye and some of the oats, and I disced it in again. Incidentally, I've got this disc on the back, which helps this tractor. It puts weight on these wheels so it can back up. I disked it in. Then I thought, well, I know my neighbor, he plants buckwheat. He doesn't disc it in. So I thought, it might go too deep. So I put another bag, plus 1 bag didn't seem enough for this huge amount of land, half an acre. And so I bought another bag. Well, I went to get another bag of rye. They didn't have any, but they had wheat. So I bought a bag of wheat. So I just put that down. I use a fertilizer sprayer, spread it out a little bit. And now I'm going to compact it with this device, which this is going to be another little bit of explanation. When I bought this farm, there wasn't much on it, which I want to ask the neighbor what they did, because I'm sure this farm was loaded with junk in the years after the guy died or left it or whatever. And there wasn't much here, but one thing that was here was this thing, which I didn't even know what it was. And I think it's a clod buster at this point. You can't pick it up, you just drag it. And I got in trouble at one point dragging it with my other tractor that can't back up, but that's another story. And I never bothered. This is before it's been sitting for 2-3 years. I moved it and left it sit. And this is before I was used to greasing stuff. So today I'm going to go ahead and grease this, because I never did grease it when I first got it out. I'll probably have to go ahead and just unscrew this Zerk and put some in with my non-Zerk thing. Probably this whole thing is dry. It probably really needs to be taken apart and cleaned. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to use this thing. I'm going to go back over that bag of wheat that I threw on and smooth it, and I'll show you when we get there. That's crazy. This one came off. I could unscrew it with my fingers. So this is it. It's 40 paces by 60 paces. Half acre by my calculations. And I've already planned, as I said, with about 2.5 bags of seed, which should be double what it really needs. Now I'm gonna go over it with this clod buster thing, and you want to have a little dirt on top of the seed, and you want to have the seed kind of They call it contact. You want the dirt to contact the seed. You don't want it, for instance, in a little air pocket underground. You want the dirt to be touching the seed. It's clouding up, which is good. It's supposed to rain tonight, late tonight, so I want to get this done. It's about right. My cover crop is coming up very well. You can see it on this dark dirt easier, but you can kind of see the green. There's an overall shade of green that wouldn't be there. It's interspiced with a few weeds, but that disc doesn't really, get everything like a plow would. But anyway, I think what I'll do though, I'm gonna wait. It's been about probably 10 days since I planted this. And actually there was one rain that was less than 3/10, like 2.9 tenths or 0.29 inches. And I was worried it might be more bad than good, but I guess that was enough. And then we got, after they started coming up, we got 3/4 of an inch, which is more like it. And so I'm thinking if I wait another 2 weeks, plus it'll be we'll be getting into real winter probably, so we'll see what it looks like during real winter, I think, before I post this video. There's my annual rye crop. It's doing pretty good. The great thing about it, besides the fact that it germinates, is it grows in the winter, more or less. We'll find out how much. I was really supposed to plant it before now, but it's been relatively warm. It's chilly, but not freezing. I think the frost in certain parts of its life, the frost would be a problem, but after it gets going, I think it can have a frost and be all right. Well, I pretty much know, because that's why it's winter. That's why it's a cover crop in the winter. And then in the spring it'll take off again, I think, is how it works. But anyway, it's definitely got a good start. I wouldn't say, at this point, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with it. There should be 3 types of seed in here: the oats, annual rye, and winter wheat. And they all look, I can't tell any difference at this point, but maybe as they get older you'll be able to tell. Here's what the bag of rye looks like. He's carrying the calf. That's funny. Graze King 90, forage rye, outstanding fall, winter, early spring pasture. Superior hay grazing or in silage for cattle and horses. What is that? Snails? Huh, I didn't know I had snails. Huh. That's funny.